Another interesting specimen is this portion of spinal cord we can take a look at. So you're looking at dura covering the spinal cord with multiple spinal nerves coming out. These are mixed motor and sensory nerves. You see the swelled spot? These swelled locations are the dorsal root ganglia, where the sensory cell bodies cluster together. The dura covers the spinal cord all the way down to the base of the vertebral column. And in this case, it's split open so you can see the spinal cord. And so you can see the rootlets coming off the dorsal and ventral surfaces of the spinal cord. And they come together and then exit as a group between each successive vertebrae. So this starts at about thoracic 2 and goes all the way down into the lumbar region of the cord. I know this is the lumbar region because once you get down to about lumbar 2, you no longer have spinal cord body, so that's this location here. The spinal cord actually stops and all you have are incoming and exiting rootlets for sensory and motor functions respectively. So here is this little filium terminale, which is like a tendon which anchors the base of the spinal cord body to the bottom of the vertebral canal. So that's this right here. So you can see how the body of the spinal cord actually ends in this sort of a cone-shaped termination. And then this filament attaches it, anchors it to the base of the vertebral canal. So if you were going to have a lumbar puncture and sampling of your cerebral spinal fluid, they would introduce a needle somewhere in this vicinity because it's not going to hurt the body of your cord. It's no longer present. And these rootlets would just move out of the way of the needle and not get damaged. So to tell which way's up, so to speak, or which is the ventral and which is the anterior region of the cord, I can cheat a little bit. Just sort of take a look. I'm going to get in here tight, focus a little bit better on the cut profile view of the spinal cord. So you can see this middle, which would be a gray area. In this case, it's sort of looking white because of the nature of the fixative. That butterfly shape tells us that these are the dorsal horns and these are the ventral horns. So this is the ventral surface of the spinal cord, which would be the surface towards your spine. And these are the dorsal columns, the sensory columns right here. And so all of these incoming rootlets coming in on this side of the cord are sensory, and all of these exiting this side of the cord are motor. And then they come together and form spinal nerves. So you can see that pattern all the way down. And you'll notice that these fibers exit the body of the cord and then travel inferiorly for quite a ways before they then exit as spinal nerves. And this gets progressively more and more pronounced as you go down the length of the cord. Early in your development, your cord filled your entire vertebral column, right? But as you grew much taller, your spinal cord did not grow at the same rate. And so it stayed anchored to your brain, and as your vertebral column grew much longer than the body of your cord did, these fibers had to be drawn down further and further and further before they exit, to the point where you even ran out of cord, which was this level here, right, in the lumbar region, and all you have are these fibers. So they go down quite a ways before they exit once you reach the base of the spinal cord. So this is that horse's tail, or cauda equina, which is at the base of your spinal cord.